Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you today. Washington, D.C. They're talking about UFOs finally. It's kind of crazy what's going on in the news around the world in regards to the UFO phenomenon, and we've got them from Canada, including a USO UFO video that will kind of blow you away. It seems to me the military of the video we just released via Jeremy Corbell's leaked video from the military, we might actually find out what the object is that was captured by the military, including more crazy things by the sun. Are there massive spaceships harnessing the energy of our star in our solar system? Buckle up, everybody. It's Blake Cousins. This is Third Phase Moon. So let's just start it off with the President of the United States.
President Obama says that there is footage and records of objects in the skies, these unidentified aerial phenomenon, and he says we don't know exactly what they are. What do you think that it is?
I would ask him again. Thank you. Come on, boss, let's go.
So I guess our Commander-in-Chief has a lot to say about UFOs apparently, right? It's kind of interesting. It seems that Barack Obama has made statements recently in the major media, live comedy shows, and he laughs about it a little bit. But now he's admitting finally that there's things in our skies that we can't explain. It seems like past administrations have actually talked about UFOs. We've heard it personally from the president's mouth. Now the new president, he's kind of making a statement, and it's a non-statement. He passed off the buck to Obama. He says, refer to his statement. Maybe our president will come forward when the 180 days to countdown to disclosure comes up in Congress. Let's see if he makes a statement then. It'd just be a little interesting if our president would open up a little bit, but we have some more information due to the fact that our press secretary today made a response in regards to what Obama said and what does the president have to say about it. Listen up.
We're aware of the report requirement, and our team at the Office of the Director of National Intelligence is, of course, actively working on that report. And we take reports of incursions into our airspace by any aircraft, identified or unidentified, very seriously and investigate each one. But ODNI would be working on that report, and in terms of disclosure, that would be up to them.
I guess in all seriousness, though, can you characterize the president's concerns about these phenomenon? I mean, it is this concept of objects in U.S. airspace that are either origin from other nations or other entities, but what is the concern of the president that this phenomenon seems to occur in the national security apparatus?
Well, I think broadly speaking, the fact that we have a team that's actively working on a report. Certainly the safety of our personnel, security of our operations, our airspace are of paramount concern, whether that is identified or unidentified aircraft. And we don't discuss that publicly for a range of reasons, but certainly the president supports the ODNI putting together a report and following through on that commitment.
So I guess according to the White House press secretary, our president really isn't allowed to speak about UFOs. I guess that's why he laughs and walks off. This is very interesting that there's a subject matter that the president can't really speak to the public about. I could say it's pretty exciting in the UFO community right now. In ufology, the press is actually calling out and making statements to the high people in government, the highest level, and they're asking the big question, what are these things in the skies? It seems like we might not get an answer directly. Maybe they might give us an indirect answer. It's funny how the media is kind of was pressing the press secretary today to kind of reveal something, but obviously we know it's not going to happen. So if the president isn't allowed to talk to the public in regards to the UFO phenomenon, who is? It's very interesting that when they approach the government in regards to these high politicians, the president, the vice president, even our Congress members, there's always this tongue-in-cheek laughing reaction. Is this because they're afraid of something or they know something that we don't? in my opinion, I think they know exactly what's going on, but it continues to remain a phenomenon because that's how they want it. They want it to be a mystery, but there's something else going on. And Third Phase Moon, we've got the evidence showcasing that there is a phenomenon happening. So let's get to a UFO video just submitted via Jaime Mozan. He said share it on Third Phase Moon. That's what we're gonna do. Take a look at this incredible video out of Canada. All right, looking at this video, we see this large, bright object. It was captured over there in Canada. It's very luminescent. What is this? Could it be some sort of blimp that's kind of highlighted with high bright light LEDs that's kind of making this thing just pop?
Wake up, Jade. Bro, I have it on camera. Bro, there's a fucking UFO right here, bro. Honest to God. I don't know why that's there now all of a sudden, man. Man, I've been here 6 months. I've never seen that before.
It's interesting because we've seen these kind of ships in the past before over there in Moscow and other countries. Are these spacecraft? They almost look something similar to the Tic Tac. A massive starship, very bright indeed. Is it something extraterrestrial, or is it some kind of illusion or a mirage? What are we looking at? It's incredible. You could hear the people on the ground. They say they've lived there for years and they haven't seen anything like it. What is it? What's crazy is this phenomenon has been seen throughout the world, including Russia. It's interesting, the light ship, whatever it is, it's unbelievable. I'd sure like to see one of those with my own eyes. How about you guys? Now, what about NASA? They're keeping their eye on the sun lately. We've been talking about it. You know, there's this thing in regards to the sun, the power of it, and we see these massive ships harnessing the energy. We just put out a video a week ago which showed this massive black hole or some kind of unknown black mass being surrounded by the flares of the sun. Now we have something that has just been captured today by NASA's LASCO lenses. Take a look at this. It looks to be a winged shaped craft in close proximity to the sun. We've been doing this here at Third Phase of Moon for almost a decade now. We've been seeing these strange, large craft next to the sun. Some people might say they're Anunnaki ships, something from maybe another solar system. Like they say, the sun could be the gas station to our interstellar travelers, our friends. It seems like these things are getting picked up on a weekly basis, and there really has never been an answer from NASA explaining what these are. They're kind of leaving that on the hush hush. They should just come out clearly and say, oh, it's a phenomenon that's happening within our lens or something like that, but they're really not giving us any answers to what's going on here. Is this proof that there is extraterrestrial life harnessing the energy of this powerful star? What else could it be? Guys, I want to get your opinions in the comments below. So it's been about 2 weeks since Corbell dropped the leaked military video in regards to Splashdown. Splashdown, we're looking at this footage. People weren't too impressed with it, and I can see why. I wasn't very impressed with it either. But what's kind of interesting, it reminded me of a video that was submitted to us a few years ago in regards to a USO. Is this what we're looking at? I'm playing the video right now. Take a look at this. We're gonna take a look at this video again. You can see that there's a cruise ship kind of to the left, and then there's something kind of farther beyond. You can tell it's some distance out in past the ocean there, and it kind of gives us a sense of dimension. This thing's huge. I would consider it maybe the size of a bus, or maybe half that size, but whatever it is, it's just floating there on the surface. And then it starts to dip and it goes beneath the ocean itself. Did we see a splash? No, I didn't really see a splash. Maybe a slight disturbance on the water there, but again, it kind of reminds me of this Corbell video, but this one is in high detail. That's right, Brent, it is a mystery. Are there UFOs entering our oceans from around the world, or could it have been a simple explanation, like some kind of balloon, a weather balloon crashing into the sea? Is this what the military captured, or is it something in extraterrestrial nature, or is it one of ours? We're gonna find out. And let me tell you, we're setting up this debate, this conversation, this dialogue with Dr. Greer. We've invited Jeremy Corbell, we've invited Nick Pope, we also invited Lou Elizondo and his lawyer, Sheehan, and we've got some responses in regards to this debate. It's quite interesting, and we're finding out even more from some of the others that we haven't reached to yet, but we're going to be reaching to them tomorrow. We'll be getting our answer. Is the great debate going to happen in regards to the people that he's called out publicly over the past week? It's going to be an exciting ride, everybody. Buckle up.
We got Richard Giordano from GoofOn and our sister channel, Third Phase UFO Report. I asked him, hey, look, I got these UFO videos. Take a look at them. Give me your honest opinions, your thoughts. And he gave them loud and clear. Watch this.
Welcome to Third Phase UFO Report. I'm Rich Giordano, taking you down the digital highway of ufology. We've got some good stuff here for you, and I'm glad to be back. And I want to say thank you to everybody who was very patient with me and waiting for these videos to come out, because we really like making them for you. I'm glad to be back. So let's get going. Blake and Dr. Greer got together and are creating a platform to talk to Elizondo and the others about the lies. I talked about it, and then, you know, we had me and Michael talking about it. Everybody's talking about it. And then me and Michael and these two guys, we talked about it. And then those two extra, we had everybody in the communities talking about it. But Blake really had it, said it well. The invite set for mid-June. Dr. Greer's ready to come by. Is Elizondo? Is Pope? Is Corbell? Is Sheehan? The threat may be real to them. Pope! It's everywhere. Every media platform you can imagine, talking about the threat. These UAPs are in our airspace, which makes them a threat to national security, actually international security. All those guys below said it, and they mean it. On every single platform. It's no joke. Blake, tell us what we're in for in June, please.
A lot of things going on lately. Dr. Greer's dropping names. He's kind of not very pleased what the narrative is going on within the major media, 60 Minutes. I had about a 2-hour discussion with him last night, and let me tell you, he's unhinged. He's not happy at all with what's going on. This threat, this constant narrative of aliens are a threat, we gotta watch out for them. He's not happy at all. So this is what we're doing. Dr. Greer has agreed to come on Third Phase of Moon's platform and discuss and debate with Luis Elizondo, Nick Pope, Jeremy Corbell, including Luis Elizondo's lawyer, Daniel Sheehan. They're all invited to come to a debate that we're going to be having on Third Phase of Moon exclusively in about 2.5 weeks. It's going to take us a little while to organize this major event, discussion, conversation, whatever you call it. Dr. Greer's ready to take them all on.
Now, we're gonna go talk about some UFOs. So come with me and let's get this going because UFOs are still happening, like this one. Very strange, don't know what it is, a parallel what? Yep. And this? I don't think it's Starlink, guys. Come on, we can do better than that. This looks like something very strange. We'll go over that one. And what about the sun? I mean, the sun has seen so many strange objects, sucking the life out of it, or maybe protecting us? Who knows? But one last one here. No, we got two more. This one, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's balloons or it's a UFO dropping off some drones. Who knows? And this, well, I really don't know what this could be, but it is very odd. So let's start off with the parallel UFO.
Jaime does it again. We got this video this morning and we're kind of like shocked. We're like, what is this? Could this be maybe a kite in the sky, but you really don't see no oscillation. This thing remains pretty static up there and you can see it high above the telephone poles and the wires itself. You can hear the people, they're very they're into it. They're filming this and they don't know what it is. All right, guys, can you wrap your head around what we just looked at? A broad daylight sighting of a parallel dual, I don't know, cigar-shaped craft. What are these objects in the skies? And I love this one. It's in broad daylight. You really can't get much better than that. I'm trying to figure out the size of these parallel beams. It's kind of cool. We have some size comparison to the telephone lines, and in my estimate, this craft or these two craft could be the size of 40 to 60 feet in length. So
when I look at this thing, I see something that looks like it could be man-made, right? But it doesn't. I don't really know of any man-made objects that would look like this and hovering or barely moving in the sky. It does remind me of something that I'm going to show you here in a minute. It's similar, but not exactly like it. Several months ago, Third Phase of Moon got a report from some strange object coming out from behind a house. And it's similar, but yeah, check this out. This is pretty weird. Remember this? It kind of reminds me of this. And I'll pause it here in a second. But check this out. It comes out from behind the house. I slowed it down a little bit. And it's spinning. Now, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the parallel thing we're looking at. But watch this when I stop it here. Go. That is bizarre. It looks like a antenna on top of a house for TV like in the old days. Look at this thing. I have no idea. I see it maybe connected at the ends, but I don't see any strings. I don't think it's a kite. I don't know any UFO that would look like that. And I guess this is where they saw it from at another place. Something very similar over the volcanoes, going into volcanoes, coming out of volcanoes. This is very odd. I don't know what it is. It's either a kite, a strange drone, or it's a legitimate UFO. Tell me. Somebody, send me information. Put your thoughts in the chat room. It's bizarre, isn't it? It's pretty cool, though. All right, let's get to the next one here. This one, wow, NASA. I don't know, guys. You tell me what you see here. All right, guys, tell me what you got.
The photograph coming in from NASA of what looks to be the sun, obviously, but as we look at it a little closer and I bring up the image, up on the left corner of the sun, something comes into frame, and we're going to be enhancing this, getting a very close look at it. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, guys? It is massive. We have a huge black sphere being enveloped by the solar rays of the sun itself, larger than Jupiter, probably larger than all the planets combined. This is massive in size, and I'm just wondering, is NASA going to come forward and give us any answers? This image was just taken yesterday, so maybe they're going to have some reports for us a little bit down the road, but we're looking at it first right here on Third Phase of Moon. And again, what is this all about? Is there any kind of implications? Is this an unknown planet that is about to impact the sun? Or is this some kind of possible just lens anomaly? Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, great report. We got this earlier this morning, and we found out that this was just captured yesterday, and we're sharing it to you right now, the world. I'm seeing this black mass, and yep, you're right, Blake, this thing's massive. And you can notice that it doesn't seem like an anomaly, a lens anomaly inside the camera itself. What we're seeing here, I believe, is next to the sun due to the fact that we're seeing this kind of crescent of light circling this black mass, and it seems to be connected. You almost see the solar flares kind of engulfing this mass, whatever it is. And then the black and white photo kind of brings in this nice contrast that kind of delivers a look. It's no moon, Blake.
What is it? That's what I'm asking. And if this is some kind of possible celestial object that we're not aware of, maybe a black void, maybe it could be a black hole that's being showcased here. But then again, it could be just an anomaly. But NASA, we want some answers here, because right now people are speculating that this is something that is entirely incomprehensible of what's going on here. This is big news coming in, and hopefully we get some answers, because obviously these photos, they're not being doctored, in my opinion. This is coming from NASA, SOHO. These are real images captured yesterday. So if anybody's doubting the imagery here, contact NASA and ask them the question, what was captured on SOHO's cameras yesterday while keeping an eye on our sun? This is absolutely stunning evidence, guys. And
so here we go. Back to the sun we go. And we are getting a blacked out area that looks like it may not have to do with an actual emission from the sun. It might be. But we have seen these objects time and time again just sucking the energy out of the sun or blocking the rays of the sun or the radiation. I don't know, man. The sun is a weird place, and I'm sure there's something very odd about suns in general. Some people call them portals. Some people call them gods. It's true. The suns give us everything we need to survive on this planet. Does it give aliens the same thing, I wonder? I don't think we have an object in our arsenal that can get right up to the sun like that. And if you look at this object, it looks like it's there. You can see a wave. Is that a wave of energy? Like, I don't know, on the side of it, that right side? Is it repelling? Is it causing this reverberation? Or is that just me seeing something that's not there? I don't know.
Now, I want you guys over there in the premiere and chatting right now to give yourself a big thumbs up for joining us tonight. You guys have been great. All your comments, the support, the super chats, getting the word out that Third Phase of Moon is on the platform and the spearhead of what's going on in the news of tomorrow. Everybody, keep your eyes in the skies. Blake Cousins, we'll see you next time. And don't forget, the store is open